Hey, welcome back to the Popcast. This is a long-awaited episode, Spider-Man, A Brand New Day. And we are coming to you late once again. So let's just all admit that we've all seen the movie by this point. By the time this episode airs.
When will this air?
Sunday afternoon, Monday morning. Let's face it, we've all seen it. Only the cool people are watching this podcast.
That's true.
And
only the elites.
Yes, and and you've gone by now. We all know that.
Right?
The theater was jam-packed.
Oh, yeah. It was, and that was, we went Thursday, right?
We went Thursday, but Thursday had showings like...
It's almost Marvel in its prime.
Yes, it's Marvel-esque.
That's
in
Spider-Man for you.
So, yeah.
And let's just throw it out there. DC, take notes. Spider-Man can bring in a theater like this. I guarantee you, 2 Batman movies going at the same time absolutely can.
I would go,
sure.
If there was 2 simultaneous Batman movies, I would go to one at 4 o'clock and one at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'd be there.
Or whatever the hours are. There was a time, most of you probably don't remember this, in the 80s, there was a James Bond contract or licensing dispute. So there was 2 simultaneous James Bond movies at the theater at the same time. One of them was Sean Connery, Never Say Never Again, and I don't know what the other one was. Might have been Octopussy with Roger Moore. Both were good. I went to both of them. Everybody went to both of them. There's no James Bond fan that went, no, can't go to 2 at the same time.
Yeah, it's Batman.
And it's Batman.
That's James Bond.
That's James Bond we're talking about. We ain't even talking about Batman. I mean, come on.
But yeah, we see. The point is, Spider-Man. He can bring in an audience.
He can bring an audience. So yeah, we have been saying. I think with the Odyssey we said it, and then there was something else recently. We were like, oh, theaters packed.
Well, that's because we went to the Friday night one.
Oh yeah, we did.
This was something.
Yeah.
Whatever was before the Odyssey.
Can't remember.
No, I can't either.
Our schedules just have not been conducive to life. So really, what we need you to do is to help this fledgling operation. We need subscribes and likes so that we can make this a full-time job, so that we can make the timing can be appropriate. We don't have to get up in the morning. We don't have to go to these other jobs. In fact, I've got about 4 weeks I've got to go back to school. If we could get several hundred subscriptions by then, that would be great. Maybe I could rake in a few dollars a month and not go back to school.
And take a Friday off.
And take a Friday off, yeah. Something. So anything you can do to help would be much appreciated. Like, follow, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Something.
So let's get into it.
All right, so let's get into it.
Is there anything new?
Oh, wait. The new format is, what do you give the show? You left the theater. What was your ranking for this Spider-Man? Without going into detail right now, just a number.
I think 7.5.
Oh my gosh, this guy. What's somebody got to do to score a movie with you?
You know what?
I'm going to say 8.5.
I'll say 8 because...
I'll say 8.
I'll say 8 because Sadie Sink.
I'll say 8.
I love her.
All right.
She's my new
We're not
girl.
going in detail right now, so you're saying 8.
Yeah, 8.
I'm saying 8 also, and we'll give you the details on that after this.
I don't know if there was any new trailers or anything happened within the Odyssey and now. That's what I'm trying to think of.
No, there was nothing cool at the beginning of Spider-Man.
No.
That made me...
No, that was disappointing. I don't even remember the previews for this movie.
They did Doomsday.
Oh, Doomsday. Did that come out before Odyssey?
No,
listen, if it didn't,
it came out between. If we haven't had a chance to talk about it
Let's
yet.
talk about it real quick.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, those guys are, first of all, we're throwing Dr. Doom up to be so powerful because you felt the need to make an Avengers movie. And I get you're trying to, Endgame, we need something as big as Endgame. Maybe you don't, though. You know, because you don't even have an Avengers team. And I'll say this. There's been 3 Spider-Man movies post-Endgame. I still think Thunderbolts is your best movie post-Endgame. That might be a problem, guys. I won't lie. That might be a writing problem.
I'm gonna say this Spider-Man.
This is equal to Thunderbolts.
Yeah, at least equal.
But
aside from those 2, you really got nothing.
Right. And
The best part of that trailer to me is Gambit. To be honest.
Really? Yeah, and the best part to me was Yelena. I was like, oh yeah, she's back. Okay, the B-rate Black Widow on the C-rate Avengers team in a movie with Avengers,
bad ratings.
X-Men, Fantastic Four. The character I'm most excited to see is the B-rate Black Widow. You know, that to me, that's when I realized there's a problem here, for sure. But it's because you didn't give anybody time to grow. You know, you have Sam Wilson, Captain America. He had one movie. I think we liked it more than the common folk liked it, to be honest. But then you just undercut him by bringing Steve Rogers back. Okay, you never gave that guy a chance to even shine as a leader, because he's no serum. He's, you know...
He's just a dude.
He's just a guy with a wingsuit, and that's all he is to us because you never gave him a chance to be more, unfortunately.
But you say bad writing... I don't know if that's quite encompasses. I think what happened was, I guess it would be bad writing. It was just a cluster after Endgame. They did not think it through,
no.
And they were just throwing darts at the board, and none of them stuck.
No, they didn't.
Because I guess bad writing, and
Nothing
because of bad planning. Like Shang-Chi didn't really stick. What else was there? Doctor Strange and the Strange Land didn't even really stick. We didn't even see the Ant-Mans.
Right.
They just, and the Eternals, you just were throwing junk at the wall hoping something would stick, and nothing did. So as a result, between Endgame and now, there has not been a story to grow.
Right, and that goes back to maybe the best plan would have been to just make an Avengers movie that isn't multiverse ending. Maybe the best idea would have been...
They fumbled the multiverse.
Right, but you don't need a villain as big as Thanos for the next Avengers movie. I get you don't want to risk it, but at the same time, that's how you rebuild an audience.
Well, I think we
don't need X-Men, Fantastic Four, Secret War stuff when we don't even have an Avengers team. But you need Sam Wilson and whoever else you want to build. Give them their own movie and make them the focus, not the threat. But that's what you're doing. Doctor Doom is... cool, but what if you gave Doctor Doom time to develop in the background of a Fantastic Four movie, and then an Avengers movie, and then you maybe even do a Doctor Doom movie? I know that's crazy. That might be crazy.
And we got a Clayface movie.
But we got a Clayface movie, and Doctor Doom is a much bigger character, a much more cooler character.
But here's the reality, though. You just rattled off 3 movies. That's 6 to 8 years. They don't have that kind of time.
But
I think reality
is
invade. Well, that was
because you wasted on Ant-Man.
Well,
and Black Widow. You had a Black Widow movie. She's dead.
Yeah, she was dead at that point.
Eternal.
We went to see it, but it was hard to feel anything for it because you knew she was dead.
Right.
Who cares anymore? But that's the bad writing. They don't have that time anymore. They burned it up. I mean, when was Endgame? What was the year on that? 2019. So they pissed away 7 years.
Yeah.
On a bad product. So they can't take another 7 years. Now you're 14 years from that.
Right.
And these guys are aging out of their roles, or just tired of them. You know, I can't do this because they already did them for 7 years before that.
Yeah. So the point is.
So reality is invading that.
Right. For sure. But they did announce a Ghost Rider movie. Ghost Rider's awesome. None other than Ryan Gosling. The everyday man is playing Ghost Rider. Yes, that's true. That's 100% true.
That could be something.
They announced some of the X-Men cast. I think they were waiting to announce the X-Men cast. A little bit of them. I think they announced Beast, Emma Frost, and a couple others.
Is Wolverine going to be in it?
They did not announce Wolverine. And Wolverine, again, here's the thing. Wolverine is one of those characters, he could have his solo movie.
He has had his solo movie.
I mean, in this new... You know,
yeah.
And maybe you throw in another X-Men in there with him. Maybe like Wolverine and Gambit.
Yeah, a little sort of...
Or not Gambit. What's the blue guy? Nightcrawler. Wolverine and Nightcrawler. If Nightcrawler's a side character in Wolverine, that's, you don't have to waste time on X-Men.
You could do something. I will say that, well, when we get into our review, I want to say something about that sort of thing. So, all right. So, that was our side. We didn't even... This is the trailer section.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, there's some... yeah. I think that's it.
That's it. So let's do our comics, and then let's get to the meat and potatoes.
So we got Spider-Man number 5. Oh, and I do have something to say about this.
McFarlane's Spider-Man. Those were hot issues. I owned a comic shop during that time, and
look
those
at that
were
artwork.
hot. Yeah, those.
You don't beat that. It's the eyes, the Spider-Man. But here's something I will say. These are why I love these Spider-Man covers. Look at that suit. Look at it. It's torn up.
It's torn up, man. He's been through the ringer in that issue.
Yeah. But I mean, you don't have that in these movies anymore. That's what in this movie, his suit isn't torn up. He takes his mask off. Do something like this next time. You don't see the battle damage anymore. And
when does he take his mask off?
In the final fight. He takes it off against the ninjas, the hand. But Tobey Maguire always
because he was about to get killed.
Yeah.
He was like, I better... But, in the Batman movies, he is always... Not so much the new ones, but like the 80s ones. He's always taking his mask off. Everybody knew who Batman was. He was always like... Anytime he came across somebody, he was like, oh, look who I am.
Yeah. I mean, this, though...
But this one...
This is sweet.
He never does. Or he never...
Oh, in the movie?
Really.
Yeah,
it was
he
like
doesn't
a
take
thing.
it off
I
at all.
can't take off my mask.
Yeah, it's about time. Because he was taking it off in the other 3, left and right. But yeah, I just wish battle damage Spider-Man, there's a beauty to that. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man always had his
Tom
suit
McFarlane
damage.
artwork is still a standard that stands today. Just the detail and the lines. It's good. It's good stuff. All right, now it looks like I have the Web of Spider-Man with our friendly neighborhood Incredible Hulk.
Yes. Go ahead.
It gets into the movie. There was a point where I was very Lou Ferrigno-ish Hulk. And I forget where it is when it was right
He's
now.
in the classroom and his student stands up.
Yeah, maybe that's when it was. Maybe that is when it was, I think. Which was cool. It wasn't over the top, but it's like, oh, that's a little...
That whole scene was fun, though. Because they were like, why didn't Thanos just make more supplies? And they stumped him. Spider-Man and Hulk were both like, wait a minute.
Why is the solution to kill half the population when you could easily expand the universe by half?
Yeah.
Or, for good measure, a whole, so that you're good for the next 1,000 years instead of the next 500 years. That is an interesting question.
I will say, since the Hulk fight is out there on the internet, they revealed that in the trailer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like a spoiler. I will say, it was cool that he is like complete Savage Hulk and not the nerdy little Professor Hulk that we had in Endgame. And his design in this movie was cool, for sure.
Yeah, he was.
I will say, though, one thing, perfect opportunity to give Spider-Man his battle damage suit, but also, he kind of came away from that a little unscathed, fighting the Hulk. Like, at the end, he's beat up by those ninjas and he's all bloody. But after the Hulk fight, he's...
Yeah, and Hulk 2 times grabbed him by the leg and starts smashing. Like, he kind of might have been dead.
Yes. Yes. That's what I thought, too. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah,
but the suit maintains, and then also him underneath the suit, he's not, like, hobbling around.
Because all through the movie, they make a pretty good point that he is bruised, he's got bruises, he's got stitches.
Yeah.
He's got battle damage all over his body throughout the movie, which is cool. But he's only fighting
Scorpion, Tombstone, Tarantula.
And your common criminals.
Yeah. But he goes up against the Hawk. I was like, this is going to be sweet.
So I would think that we're nitpicking right now.
Oh, for sure.
And really, I'm just thinking of this right now as we're talking through it. This is a very good comic book movie, I feel.
Yes.
I give it a solid 8. My only drawback, I had a lot of thoughts when we were talking. First thing, go back to I don't forget what brought it up, but they don't go into the origins. And this is a great development for me because I hate origin episodes and origin stories. Scorpion's just there.
Well, he was in Homecoming.
Yeah.
He was in the first one as like a low-level crook.
Right.
Spider-Man put him in prison. And then, he just has the suit.
I don't need to see how he got the suit. They didn't even allude to it, like have him exposition.
It's stark.
Yeah.
He's just got it.
He's got it, and he's in the thing. Tombstone and all these other people, even the police chief,
yeah,
even Damage Control. The whole, I mean, that's an old comic book thing. They have to waste a lot of screen time.
It's there.
It's there. This is the universe we're in. It's there. We don't need to spend an hour, half of this movie, explaining that Scorpion's origin.
Right.
Or how damage control came to be. Or you just get it through osmosis.
Yeah, osmosis. The suit, Spider-Man suit, that was fantastic. That looked fantastic.
I have
really
one question that did occur to me throughout the movie, very early on. What's he doing for a job in this show?
Right. I thought at least they would kind of hint to the photography.
They did nothing.
He got like his setup is insane.
Yeah.
He's not working for Tony Stark anymore, but he is building.
He's building his own stuff. He's got a 3D printer. He's got
which is
4
cool.
computer screens. Yeah, super cool.
But yeah, he's living in like the apartment that. The apartment's huge. It's the whole top floor.
It's like the attic where nobody was. They're like, oh, you can, if you don't mind a little asbestos, you can come up here.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was on a budget to go for a place to live, and he's kind of hiding up there or whatnot. But throughout the movie, I was like, what's this guy doing for a job?
Yeah, they don't even like allude to it.
No.
Not even like, oh, there's a camera on his desk that he might be taking
Yeah,
pictures for the Daily Bugle, or something.
Yeah, they did nothing with that. So I'm kind of wondering what the story is there. Or does he just skim a little off the top of some of the guys he's taking?
Oh, I bet they pay Spider-Man.
You think they pay Spider-Man? In this universe, they might, because it really seemed like, Punisher was out there, and
Punisher was sweet.
The law didn't really seem to have a problem with him.
No.
Everybody loved Spider-Man. He was working with the chief. Maybe he is getting paid by the...
Yeah, why wouldn't you pay that guy, though?
Why wouldn't you? He's doing all your work for you.
Yeah.
Throw him a check.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Does he got to put his social security number on? How does that work? The other thing, this is an interesting thing too, because we were just talking about the Odyssey again, and the casting of that. And I don't remember when Zendaya, is that her name?
Zendaya.
There was a Zendaya somebody, whatever. How did she just get one name? What's her real name? Do we know?
No one knows.
Somebody knows.
Nobody knows.
It's got to be out there.
Her parents don't even know.
How do her parents not even know?
She just came out of there, Zendaya.
All right, anyway. When she was first cast as MJ, whose defining trait is red hair supermodel, was there an uproar?
No, I don't think so. Because it's Zendaya. I think literally they were... Because they didn't market it as MJ either for the movie. They were like, oh, this is Michelle.
Michelle?
That's her real name in this franchise. It's not Mary Jane.
So it's not...
It's not Mary...
It's not your traditional Mary Jane.
That's why they got away with it.
All right.
Because they were like, oh, it's Michelle...
So maybe there's going to be a hot redhead at some point.
There was in this one, but it's not Mary Jane.
All right, well, I was wondering then.
But they do... It's clearly supposed to be this Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, she's not a nerd. Well, they're all kind of nerds because they're tech.
They gave her like reddish
brains.
hair, as red as her hair could be, I think, without looking.
All right, well,
but yeah, I think
because there's no uproar over that, so I think it's a weird thing how some characters you can do that with. That the fandom gives you leeway.
Right.
Some characters you would never get away with it.
Right. And Mary Jane is one of those characters where I think it's surprising there wasn't an uproar. Maybe there was. I don't recall there being.
I don't recall there being.
And I think it's mostly because it was Zendaya, and then they marketed it as it's not MJ. It's somebody else. It's somebody.
But just gave her the name
because she doesn't go by MJ in the first one either. They call her Michelle, and then at the very end she goes, "Oh, like my friends call me MJ."
So they kind of
they snuck it in there real quick.
Snuck it in there
because she was obviously the love interest in the first one either.
Yeah,
it was that other girl,
and obviously she's not the character
Mary Jane,
who's a supermodel and red hair and a different personality.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's how you do that. Take notes, other directors and writers.
Yeah.
That's how you get
away with it.
You can get away with it. You can't just try and hit people over the head with it, though.
Right.
That's when people get offended, I guess.
Yeah, they really pulled that off, thinking back to it.
Yeah. So going to this movie, that's, I think, and here's my only other, I've noticed this in several movies. I'm saying this is a great movie. You got to go see it.
Oh,
obviously, if you're a Marvel fan,
it's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun, good movie.
And I'll say you don't even need to be caught up with latest Marvel.
No, you don't. It's pretty much a standalone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Spider-Man adventure. There's...
Yes.
Yelena is in it. But if you're not... It doesn't matter to you at all.
Yeah, you don't really need a lot of backstory on that. It's just somebody that's helping them out.
Yeah.
They use this, I don't know if it's quite a trope yet, but I think it's heading that way. And there's a pitfall with it. The trope is we have this whole movie adventure that we got to catch Jean Grey.
Whoa, spoilers.
We're all admitting that we've seen it by now.
So it's all right. It's just spoilers all over.
Yeah, there's spoilers all over. Because we've all seen it. We're all cool people. We've all seen it by the time this episode airs.
Hopefully.
I mean, if you haven't, you're not a cool person.
I mean, you could have put it together. Redhead girl that is Mary Jane.
But I God bless them, she was not in the trailer, and she was not in the trailer as Jean Grey, right?
Right. She wasn't in.
God bless them.
She wasn't marketed.
I didn't know what was going on. I was in a movie, a modern movie theater that I had seen a trailer for, and I did not.
Did you like that reveal?
It was cool, yeah.
When they're like, "Oh, it's Jean Grey."
Yeah.
And the theater did have a good reaction. Everyone was like, "Oh!"
Yeah. There was some guy down over there.
Yeah, he was just clapping.
He was like, "Whoa!" He was really amazed. So that's what you need. And if you would have threw that out in the trailer, that guy wouldn't have had that reaction. He's going to remember that. He's going to tell his kid, dude, when they threw Jean Grey in the Spider-Man movie. That was like, oh man.
Yeah, because she is a big deal. In truth, she is. I mean, especially going forward with Marvel, from this point, she's going to be
a major character. I would hope.
Yeah.
So, but the thing here's the trope. We go through the whole movie where this bad guy is the obstacle that we've got to overcome, and we've got to catch him and neutralize him or kill him or whatever it might be. In this case, it was catch him. And then you think the movie's over, you think it's resolved, and then we come to find out that all along she was the good guy, or what was going on wasn't what was really going on. And now there's a whole third act of the movie where you have to do the opposite, or you have to rectify that situation. In this case, they had to go rescue her. And this movie, at that point, fell a little long.
Really?
To me, it did. And what happens is they spend 2 hours on a normal runtime movie with the trope, and then we're going to tack on another half hour or 40 minutes or whatever it might be, where we find out that everything wasn't as it seems. And that's what I didn't like. It seems to take too long, because I feel like the movie was resolved and then you got to go back in. So I wish they would spend less time on the first half. Let's get to that point, and now let's do the real thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think also one thing, I don't have spider sense, but first meeting the damage control guy, I was like, oh, something's wrong with this guy. There's a little bit of sinister play going on here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but you definitely got...
And it's not like a Nick Fury vibe of he's secretive to be secretive for good reasons. I was like, something's
shady.
Something's definitely shady in this whole building. You got the vault right there, whatnot. And I feel like his spider sense would have been... I mean, it had to have tingled a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, he lied right there.
Is it a spider sense a lie detector, though? Or is it just like stuff's coming at you?
I think it's just like any danger, any sort of...
It might not have been danger at that time, though.
Okay, no spider sense is even needed at some point, you can tell. And then he's like in there and he just shoots her. Granted, he tranquilizer darts her.
What else would you do?
She seemed like she was calming down naturally.
Oh, dude, you can't take that kind of chance.
I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, Maybe I'm looking at...
But no,
I would be completely biased if I was Spider-Man and saw her. I'd be like, guys, maybe she isn't that bad.
Well, but then what really gave it away was they're like, oh, we're going to take her, and he kind of was like, we're not telling you where we're taking her, and we'll just handle it from here.
Yeah.
So that was, to me, the tip-off.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like he was pretty clearly evil. A little bit of Spider-Man should have been going...
What's going on?
I should probably investigate this a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I'll also say Spider-Man does not get the credit he deserves in this movie. Like,
what?
He's talking to Yelena.
People loved him.
Well, I'm talking about this part. Yelena goes, just handle the small potato stuff. We'll handle the big potato stuff. I'm like, Spider-Man could solo the new Avengers.
Yeah.
Minus Sentry. But I feel like he's more powerful than you guys. And then also, thinking about it now, looking back at it, okay, Spider-Man has been on the real Avengers.
Yeah.
Been to outer space, fought Thanos, literally, fought Doctor Strange, fought through the multiverse.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he's got more potatoes than...
He was there for everything. And then in this one, he fights the Hulk. Like, again, the new Avengers, outside of Sentry, would have been wiped by the Hulk. The Thunderbolts, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
They would
True
not.
story there.
And Spider-Man just goes one-on-one with him. Complete savage Hulk, too. Granted, he has Punisher, but Punisher very clearly goes, this is not my...
Yeah.
I can't be doing this.
This is not for me.
Correct. This isn't where I'm supposed to be.
But you know what? I have not seen that John Barenthal as the Punisher. I have not seen anything with him. I thought he was great.
Yes. Yeah, their chemistry and them two together in all their scenes...
Yes.
Great.
Good.
It was really good.
But I liked him as the Punisher. He was like sort of a grumpy old man type of character. But, you know, when she was looking at pictures of his family or whatever, he just kind of slammed the door shut on that. I really liked him. I haven't seen anything. I don't know what the series is like or...
Yeah, I haven't seen the series either.
You know, I've seen the two... I think there's been 2 movies of the Punisher. One with... Dolph Lundgren and one with, I forget who it was. They were all right. This is definitely the best version of the Punisher.
Yeah, outfit. He's got the Punisher truck.
Yes, I like the outfit.
He's got the right vibe. Like when he pulls the one grenade launcher, Spider-Man takes it and then he just pulls another one and laughs at him.
Very comic bookish.
Yes.
They definitely struck the right tone with that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, their relationship was good. Their banter. I love that.
And again, we didn't have to get the backstory of the Punisher. And we didn't have to get the backstory of they know each other.
Or the Staten Island thing. That they keep.
That was awesome.
That was funny. When they're on the boat
I'm sure
and
it's
they're
a
arguing.
reference to a comic book at some time.
Yeah.
Tim Schnurr, please drop a comment. Let us know what the Staten Island incident is.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it was in a comic that they're referencing, which is awesome.
Yes.
They're just referencing a comic that maybe you know, maybe you don't. If you don't know, it doesn't hurt. It just lets you know that there's a history between these characters. They've been palling around in this universe for some time.
Yeah, they've had run-ins.
I don't need to see it. I don't need to see
I like the
flashback.
whole thing where they're just arguing in front of her, like, "Oh, you owe me a favor," and they turn to her and she's like, "I don't care, guys. Like, I'm not."
Yeah, the chemistry between the 3 of them was good.
Yeah, that was definitely a highlight. I think that whole everything in the boat, Punisher's boat, was a highlight. Every part of Spider-Man and Punisher.
MJ and Spider-Man had a scene in the boat where they developed their character and their relationship.
Yes.
They did a couple good ones. When they were Ned and him, she introduced him to Ned then, and Ned left and they talked, but then Ned came back and they talked. What movie were we talking about that they didn't build the relationship?
Probably a lot of them.
They had one scene together, and you're supposed to buy
like the Predator.
into it.
Predator bad.
Predator. We backtracked to that, but what movie was it? Just recently, and we said it was like in the Predator when you have one conversation that's kind of lame-ish, and you're supposed to think that there's a relationship. But this was how it's done.
Yes,
little bits here and there where they're building character. It was good.
Yeah, they had great chemistry. Ned and him had great chemistry. I think the Punisher and Spider-Man stand out. Spider-Man versus the Hulk scene, that was awesome. That was fun. You got a lot of the Hulk. The thunderclap was in there. My only problem was it felt very short, that fight. I did mention already, Spider-Man did not take enough damage from that fight.
No.
And then also, they cheap out. They always do this with the Hulk because they want to use him, rightfully so, but then they're like, how do we get out of it? I think the idea they're going for is the Hulk knows Spider-Man is a good guy. I don't know. I really don't know what the idea they're going for. But he just stops hurting him, and I'm like, I don't know.
But then, I think after I thought about it, but maybe it would have happened sooner. Maybe in the universe, Hulk was never alive in the universe. I don't know. I was thinking maybe the Hulk would recognize Peter Parker.
I 100% would have given them that. If the mask came off and Hulk was like, oh, it's Peter Parker, whatever.
Like somehow the Hulk wasn't affected.
By the spell.
Bruce Banner was alive when the spell happened.
And you could have done it his mask is taking damage throughout that fight. Lens cracks, top of
like
it
the
comes
one
out.
movie they had that where his
the Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
They always had him where his mask was.
Yeah.
Bring that back.
But the cop out too. So is the Hulk dead? Because it was cool. Like the whole Spider-Man had web to the building and he pulled off, but the web was attached to him and all this way to the building. That was cool. That was cool scenario.
He had the shocker glove he was punching him with. Yeah, it was cool.
And then, but then the Hulk fell from the building while he was turning back to Bruce Banner.
Well, Bruce Banner was shown alive. They got him in that ambulance. He was like, "Did I hurt anybody?" He's alive.
Yeah. I was like,
it's a cop out.
It's a cop out.
We don't know how to.
That's the only thing that ever stops the Hulk. Oh, I love somebody, so I'm going to change back to Bruce Banner.
Yeah, one of these times.
It's really quite easy to get out of the Hulk situation.
Yeah.
Bring a picture book with you or something.
Yes.
Make sure you have it.
Yeah. So all that stuff was cool. Scorpion was fun.
The hand was cool.
Yeah.
When they really got fighting and they were like using each other.
Yes.
Yeah, connected. That was awesome.
Yeah, see, I think the third act was cool because it was just different. And it definitely turned into... We're now focused on Jean Grey. We're going to set her up for X-Men.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they need to do. If you are to jump into an X-Men movie, I think some of those characters have to be a little more established ahead of time.
This helps establish her because you did get her backstory a little bit.
And that's what I mean. Now she can...
And the thing she was doing as the villain was cool. Skipping through people. If you've ever seen, I think it's Fallen with Denzel Washington, that's what that is. That there's a demon or something that just goes from person to person so they can't ever figure out what's going on. It's a good movie. But, so it was really, because I thought it was going to be something supernatural-ish like that or some kind of weird, I don't know what. So then when they said it was Jean Grey, it was like, oh, that's sweet. Okay, I can see, I can buy that. That was a cool tactic that they were doing.
That she was using for it.
Yeah.
And that's cool that she
and
got
she
in the
was
Hulk's
very
head.
evil-ish, too.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I'm going to go get MJ. And then she was taunting him. She was like becoming different people and like taunting him. Like, you better hurry up.
And then she used MJ.
That was sweet, too.
Cracked.
That was sweet, too. Yeah, and then she jumps off the building.
Yeah.
That's all very good, but that made her very evil-ish at that time.
Right, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, if this is Jean Grey, like this is...
But they might do something...
Well, that puts it in there for Dark Phoenix to be possible.
Yeah,
you could definitely she has these tendencies. She's always had these traits. She's trying to be better, but the Phoenix Force all of a sudden corrupts her and she falls back on that. And you'll be sitting there, if they set it up right and write it right, you'll be sitting there going... she's always
coming.
And if you kind of keep those tendencies throughout too, leading up to it as well, maybe she always is the one that's a little bit more jagged.
Yeah, a little bit on the edge. And what I liked also about her was her costume design. Marvel does a good job of taking spandex, bright colored outfits and keeping that look and feel somehow, but making it look good in the movie. Because she had a trench coat and there was like a yellow-ish something underneath it.
It's not
which was like the green and yellow outfits, but she had that trench coat on. Because it very much looked like a scene from the... The other thing they did awesomely, there was a lot of comic frames.
Oh, like in the montage?
In the montage, but also a couple times throughout, I was like, that's a comic book. That's a comic book. I've seen that picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They put him in the pose of swinging a couple times, whereas like... And one of them was McFarlane-ish, because his web was kind of all around.
Yeah. Yeah, the one at the end with the Punisher holding him. That's right from a comic book.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, I really like the Jean Grey reveal. Again, Sadie Sink. Oh, my goodness.
She looks a lot different than she did in Stranger Things.
Because I think they're like, this is supposed to be like a woman and not a teenager.
I feel like she looks almost younger in this, though.
Really? I felt like she looked... I think it was
she doesn't have
bangs.
the freckles in it as much. I mean, it's probably... I wonder if she really has freckles like that. Is she really a redhead?
Yeah.
So she probably has some freckles.
Right. See, I think she looked more I guess in Stranger Things it probably is because they want her to look 80s. So it's how they dress her and how they do her hair. And there's something off-putting. Like, this is probably more of her natural
look.
Yeah, with her, I mean, at least her hair is probably a little more straight than the curls and whatnot.
I liked it.
And I like that whole last act where she's stuck in there. I thought that was cool. I thought that was very...
I thought that was very Stranger Things-ish, though.
Right. But I thought it was more like, I guess Stranger Things, because she is
a psychic.
Yeah, so I guess...
It was cool, though. It was very well done. It was better than Stranger Things. But just because she's a Stranger Things cast member.
And then how she... Yeah. But then how her power just explodes and she goes ballistic. I think it's cool that Spider-Man... I mean, it makes sense that Spider-Man is the one that can sense her jumping telekinetically as well.
That was cool.
And then I think it's very... How much they set up X-Men stuff in this movie was interesting. Because I think that guy, the Damage Control guy, is an X-Men villain in the comics.
Oh,
like his name, he is like the guy that is against the mutants.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man obviously built what would be a mutant collar or something to put on the mutants that could cause them, that they'll use in the future probably to go against the X-Men or the mutants to stop them from using their powers.
Yeah.
And I think Spider-Man and Jean Grey obviously... I don't want to say they're back on track because they haven't been, but this could be the one that sets them back on track.
Hopefully it is.
Post.
Hopefully it is.
Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Hopefully it is.
Because Spider-Man passing the torch to Jean Grey, that's kind of what I was feeling was like, okay, they put these two characters together in this moment.
You know what? They had good chemistry too.
Yeah, I did like that.
Once they got going.
Yes.
You might give this a little more than it. The drawback for me was I felt the runtime. And it's because of that plot twist that they do, which...
Yeah, I just feel like the hand at the end too, again, like after seeing him fight the Hulk, I was like, I don't really think these guys should be giving him a challenge right now.
Especially... Yeah, because their thing is... I feel like his spider sense and his dodging ability could get out of most of that.
Yeah.
Even though he was trapped in that little area. It was a great fight, though.
Yeah, it was sweet.
They're just the strength and the power.
Yeah, like Spider-Man should be able to just web those guys up, I feel.
Yeah, between that fight with the Hulk so close to that fight, you just notice that.
Yeah.
Because those guys
they're ninjas.
He did get stabbed. That was pretty weird.
Because that guy stabbed him through him.
I know.
Because Jean Grey was using him. I thought that was sweet.
You thought Jean Grey was possessing that guy?
She possessed them all.
What?
She was possessing the whole hand.
What?
That's what was going on during that fight.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No.
Yes. Because they're all in that bubble. Nobody can move unless she's in control of them while they're in the bubble.
Right. Yeah.
So she was using, and she was talking to him through it.
Yeah.
And so she, because it's not her body, she was like, I'll just stab you through it because Spider-Man was behind.
That was cool.
I thought that was... Again, it just shows if you do the Dark Phoenix stuff, you have this set up in her where I think you have a malevolent force. That'd be cracked. That'd be insane. That'd be a great movie.
Could be. So let's just run down quick. Here's some of the characters that were in here, and just give me your rating on the character in that movie, not considering other movies or projects or whatnot. Punisher.
10. I really liked him. I did too. I like how they took his character. John Bernthal is the perfect guy for it. He just has the right energy.
Is it?
I like how gruff and energetic he is, especially towards Spider-Man. He's like, come on,
he gives it right back.
Yeah. And I'm surprised how much they let him swear for it being a Spider-Man.
Well, the one time Spider-Man tried to drop an F-bomb and Spider-Man got him real quick.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. Jean Grey.
Loved her. In love with her. Do anything for her. Spider-Man only took one bullet for her. I'd probably take 3. No, I take
that
more.
was cool too. But that's another thing, though.
I would take 5.
It seemed like she was dead. He was dead. He would be dead.
Well, she kept him alive.
The amount of blood that was coming out.
She kept him alive.
And to get to a hospital in New York City, that ain't like running over to Firelands here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a half hour at least.
But he also is Spider-Man.
But they showed a lot of blood.
They had to. Yeah. Yeah, I like that, though. That's right out of the comics as well. Except Punisher's trying to kill Captain America. And Spider-Man takes the bullet for Captain America instead. So when he was setting up that sniper rifle, I was like, oh, wow. I didn't know... Because in the comics, he does die. He goes into another fight and ends up dying.
Who?
And Spider-Man. And that's the one where Miles Morales then becomes Spider-Man. It was in the Ultimate Universe. So I was like, wow, this might be
getting grim.
yeah. Why would
It was
you use
good.
him anymore?
It was great. Scorpion.
Yeah, I liked him. I'll give him a 7.
I mean, he's just there,
Yeah, he was just
and he's
one of
not
those
even
guys.
really himself. He's
Right.
getting possessed most of the time. MJ. In this movie.
I give her an 8. Sometimes the acting for her, I was like, seems like she's phoning it in right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked her in this more than I think in some of the other ones. I could really go for some popcorn right now.
Yeah, I liked her. Yeah, I could too. But yeah, I like her. I think her chemistry with him is the standout. I think that boat where she's laying there and that's in between.
Talking. Ned.
He didn't have much to do. I liked him though.
He didn't.
I bought their friendship. I bought them being like. I like that he was trying to figure out who Spider-Man was.
That
too.
was funny. Yeah.
And then, yeah, I did like.
That was actually really funny that he was obsessed with trying to find out who Spider-Man was.
Yes.
And before we continue on with this list, there's only a couple more anyway. But what about the end credit scene?
That's just so. It's not as good.
Yeah, it's not.
It's definitely the weakest one out of the last 3, which would be, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four in this one. Because Thunderbolts was the Fantastic Four ship showing up on their screen.
Yeah.
So you were like, oh, this is going to be... They're coming towards Earth right there. Fantastic Four was Doctor Doom, and he was like playing with Franklin.
Yeah, that's pretty major.
So you're like, oh, that might be how he ends up forming battle or whatever. And then this one was just Spider-Man in outer space. You already did that, though. You know what I mean? It would be different if we never saw Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in a movie already, because you would be like, oh my gosh, there's an incursion coming in.
There's more Spider-Man coming, or what are they going to have? The real stars back?
It's going to be Tobey Maguire or Andrew, because there's incursion. But having already seen it, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I figured they could get those guys back for an Avengers Secret Wars. They got them back.
I think that would be no good. Because we totally have seen it. What are you going to do?
That's what's going on, though.
You think?
Yes, I think they're obviously alluding towards an incursion. Again. What else could it be? I saw some.
I mean, obviously, there's going to be Spider-Man, but you can't do them same.
You don't have anybody else.
You can do Miles Morales.
Yeah, this is the way to introduce that. For sure.
Or something different. I don't think you can just try and
I think that's what you're going to do. An incursion with Tobey Maguire's world or Andrew Garfield's world. So I saw somebody go, oh, it's like the Venom symbiote. No, it's not, because that would be dumb. A Spider-Man sighting. That would be a Venom. But
whoever you are, take that comment down. So yeah, not the best.
No.
Hulk.
I'll give him 10 out of 10, because it's the first time we've seen him actually be the Hulk, I think, since Avengers Age of Ultron. Yeah. And it's just a complete... It was cool seeing the actual Incredible Hulk just tear through a building.
Yeah.
Seeing Spider-Man fight him too. It doesn't get much better than that. Spider-Man was on his back, crawling on his back at the one point. I was like, oh, that's great. That's good stuff.
And then Spider-Man was like, oh, I didn't think you got this big.
Yeah, because again, he's never seen it. He's been teamed up with the Hulk before, and he's never seen an actual Savage Hulk.
Huh. Black Widow. Is that what you call that lady?
Yeah, Yelena. 10 out of 10. Love her.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool little thing.
And it was fun that she's there. You know what I mean? That always makes us feel more connected.
Yeah. Again, you didn't overdo it. You didn't over-explain it. Again, they must have had some sort of relationship.
Yeah, because he's coming to her to talk to her about stuff. And I like that. That shows that she's taken some sort of initiative as the leader of the new Avengers to stick with Spider-Man. Again, though, so underselling him. He's the realest.
That's true.
He is the best hero you got right now. He's literally fought Thanos. Like, he has thrown punches with Thanos.
Yeah, where were you when that was going on?
Yeah, where were any of you guys? And that was like Doctor Strange is opening portals and he's jumping through portals, beating Thanos out in space. And Thanos has, I think, 2 or 3 Infinity Stones at that point.
That was some good TV
that was
right
sweet,
there,
man. But yeah, stick to the small stuff. If I were her, I'd be like, welcome to the Avengers, whatever you need. We have room for you in the tower.
You know what, though?
I like that it is.
Did they forget Spider-Man?
They forgot Peter Parker.
Okay.
So they know Spider-Man. So people are like, yeah, that Spider-Man guy.
He went to outer space.
He was with us in space when we fought Thanos. But again, none of them were there.
Yeah, what did she? So what did she know?
Yeah, she's probably like, you did not. And he's like, no, I did. I was there. I did like how much he kept the mask on. I thought that was funny. He got in the pool with her.
I can't take it off.
And then when he's sipping coffee, and
Punisher's like, dude, what are you doing?
yeah, I laughed throughout this movie too. I thought a lot of the little moments, the little quips and jokes worked as well. You like that one that they were talking about? What is that movie that him and Ned were quoting? Oh, you come to my dungeon, dragon.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, but you were laughing.
I was laughing at them two acting like idiots. I didn't know what it was.
Oh, I thought it was like a movie you knew. Oh, yeah. Yeah, their friendship was great too. It sucks that there wasn't more of it. More of those three. I mean, I like that he was alone and doing Spider-Man stuff. I like that it was.
They did pretty good getting it in there for the amount,
not being able to have it right away.
To start out with it, yeah. You had to get to that point. Yeah,
I think... I mean, even this, though, just talking about Elena, like the small stuff, this was not like a small... It's not small. Like once the Hulk is fully out and the building's destroyed and collapsing, what is it that the Avengers...
Yeah, what are you guys... When is it going to be big enough for you to get into the ball?
Because again, are you guys really sitting there going... All of us that only use guns are waiting for the next Thanos. Like, they're a Black Ops team. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. They're not much more than that, really.
Yeah, especially because you can't risk Sentry turning into the Void. So you have to be sitting there going, yeah, let's help Spider-Man. They're just like a bunch of Punishers, is what they are.
That's all they are.
And even then, the Punisher at least showed up.
Yeah,
I'm going to go help him. I guess I'll shoot the Hulk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I guess I'm here.
I got this gun. That's all I got. But then he had those concussion grenades or whatever. Yeah, he was a good character. Good.
Yeah, but even that was sweet. Them fighting the Hulk.
That team up was cool.
Yes.
It was like a Marvel team up.
Yeah. I like the part where they're arguing and she's watching them on the screen. You know, you have no words, but you can just tell they're...
Yeah, right, yeah.
And then he's like, are you blushing under there? That was great, too.
Yeah.
Or when he acts like Spider-Man at the end in the window.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty funny. That was good.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. I think it's the most fun I've had in the movies this year.
We talking calendar year for sure.
Yeah, 2026.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what.
Like just it was easy.
That's why I'm surprised you didn't give it.
Watching.
That's why I'm surprised you didn't give it more than an 8. You had to talk up to even to an 8.
Yeah, I mean an 8 because Sadie Sink. I love you, girl. She's better than Supergirl. She's better looking than Supergirl for sure, no doubt.
What?
Like I said, even if she was 100% evil, when I get in that room, I'm defending her with my life. I won't lie. I mean, I have my inkling that guy was evil in the vault, so I wouldn't let anything happen to her because I'm like, you're evil. But even if I knew morally, she is evil, she is in the wrong, yeah, I'm still defending her with my life.
This is where we're going to cut off this show,
and then,
because it's...
Again, one bullet is all you took for her?
Well, he could have only shot one bullet.
I'm just saying, he looks like he can only take one bullet and then he's down for the count.
Yeah, he was down for the count.
I'd be looking at her and be like, I'll take more. I can get up.
All right, well, if you ever have
what, you don't think she's pretty or nothing? She's of age. Relax.
Huh? How old is she, you think?
22, 23. Just my age.
Oh. How old is Supergirl?
I think 26.
Oh, she's a little older.
Within my age. Within my age range.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're both, cute.
Wow. Your taste is so
Cindy Crawford, Elle McPherson.
I don't know who those people are, but I guarantee.
Let me tell you.
I guarantee. Oh, when she would... Cut the cameras.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. We will try and do a better job of being more timely in the future, especially if we can get some subscribes and maybe get a nickel from YouTube.
We don't even know what the next movie is, do we?
It's the neighborhood one with the dinosaurs.
Oh!
Main Street.
When does that come out? Oak Street.
Oak Street. Elm Street.
End of Oak.
The end of Elm Street.
What if it was called The End of Elm Street?
It was all a
dinosaur movie. But then
it was all a nightmare Freddy Krueger was making.
Or he shows up in the physical world and helps them fight. by giving the dinosaurs nightmares. It's just a meteorite. You just see a meteorite.
They all go into shock. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.